Namaskar and welcome back to my story time. I hope you're all doing well and hope you're ready for our next story. Today's story is about Lord Kuber, who is the god of wealth. And we have Shivji, we have Parvati, we have Ganesha, and his little Mushak in the story. So, are you ready? Shall we begin? Lord Shivji, Parvati, Ganesha, his Mushak, they were all at the Kailash mountain and they had a visitor. Lord Kuber. Lord Kuber came flying in his huge chariot to visit them, and he was there to invite Lord Shivji and Goddess Parvati to his new, beautiful, shining, huge palace. Now he was there to invite them not just for a meal, but he kind of wanted to show off that he lived in such a beautiful big palace. Now Shivji and Parvati, they know everything. They know without even someone saying something. So they knew why Kuber was all of a sudden there to invite them. Now, when Lord Kuber said, Shivji, Parvati, would you please come and join us for a meal at my new palace? It's really nice and bright and shining and it's huge. Shivji and Parvati said, with all due respect, we have a few things to take care of and a few people to help here. But our little Ganesha, he loves food. So why don't you take him along? Kuber was a little disappointed because the whole idea was he wanted to show his beautiful palace to Shivji and Parvati. But he said, so be it. And then he took Ganesha and his little Mushak on the flying chariot and they went zoom to the new palace. The little Mushak, he couldn't even look up to how high and how tall the palace building was. And Ganesha seemed to be impressed. And that's when Ganesha realized why his parents had picked him to go there. Now, Kuber sat them down in a dining table. It wasn't really a table. You know, back then, they would have a little stool on the floor and then a little cushion on the floor that you sat cross-legged on and you ate your meal with your hands. So, Ganesha and his Mushak, they sat down to eat their meals and people kept serving them food. Now, it had been a long time and Ganesha didn't seem like he was even halfway done with food. He just kept eating and he said, bring me more food. I want more laddus. I want more puris. I am loving this food. Now, Kuber seemed a little worried. I don't think I have that much food. If Ganesha keeps eating at this rate, I may actually run out of food. The chef came trembling to hand over the laddus and Ganesha just gulped them all down and said, give me more. And now the chef seemed so worried and exhausted that he fainted. Another chef came in with a plate of puris and Ganesha just gulped all of the puris. And that chef also fell to the ground. Now Kuber was getting really worried. And he was sort of getting the idea of what was happening. But he was also running out of food. And Ganesha said, if you don't quickly get me more food, I am going to eat you. Kuber got scared and he ran off on his chariot to Shivji and Parvati, and he said, I'm so sorry. I came to you not with my humility, but I came to you with my pride. I know I invited you to my home, but my intent was a little wrong. My intent was to show off my wealth rather than just break bread together, have a wonderful time, and see if I could do any good with all the wealth that I have. Now Shivji and Parvati, they were happy that Lord Kuber realized his mistake and was apologetic. And they said, that's okay, my child. And then Lord Kuber said, but I have a little problem. Ganesha has eaten all the food in my palace and I have nothing more to give him. To which Shivji and Parvati laughed and said, here, take this bowl of rice, you go in the kitchen and you cook with all your love and faith, and then offer that to Ganesha. So Kuber took it back with him. Now in the meantime, wonder what Ganesha was doing? Ganesha was up to no good. Ganesha was running out of food to eat. So he started eating tables, benches, big pots and pans, and poor little mouse was worried that Ganesha might actually eat the palace. But thankfully, that's when Lord Kuber returned and he cooked that bowl of rice with all his faith, all his love, and offered it to Ganesha and said, Ganesha, I don't have any more food, but I have this. May you please consider this my offering? To which Ganesha took the food. He said, this isn't enough, but let me give it a try. Oh, he just swallowed all the rice and then he let out a big burp. Oh, now I'm full. To which Kuber was relieved. And then Lord Kuber apologized to Ganesha and said, Lord Ganesha, I am sorry that I couldn't give you as much food as what you would have liked. And then Ganesha said, don't worry, you can call me anytime you'd like and I'll come back to eat. And Kuber said, no, you don't have to come back, because he got scared. But Ganesha started laughing because he knew he was just joking. And the little mouse was just really excited to run around in the palace. And Lord Kuber took them right back to Kailash. The end. So, what did we learn? That if we have something that the other person doesn't, and that may be valuable or that may be important, we shouldn't be proud of it. Rather, we should be humble about what we have and see how what we have can help other people rather than showing things off. So, hope you learned something today. Hope you enjoyed the story. Stay safe, stay home, stay blessed. Thank you so much for joining me for this story time. Namaskar.